Kwene ke man ke Malong because Malong was not able to take over. Okay? Ene ke man ke Malong ya kelele ya khene Malong zamane chief of staff, he had the right kubakir kuchen kariek machar become and take over. And that's the reason why a lot of you hate Malong so much and don't support Malong. Okay? So, kene man ke kaken. So now ya ke jalo kulel ko okay, deng wole ne bebe, ko polo nanga nyaya, and you guys will go ahead and overthrow the government, all right? Jesh will probably hayim saka dola ko boy ko ranchol tong kanang deng wole mba or whatever you imagine to be. Okay? Deng wole ne kala bezima zol ma gadir wala jam tong arab wala jam tong monja. Wala the gudra take na live. And you guys tried. I can't think but Dana Turjung by Zaman ball mill, just in case if the government collapse, Dana Turjung will be there to support. That also did not work because Dana Turjung does not have the capacity. And now when Jabai Louis extreme, Galway we ran to Deng Bay and B. Okay? Deng Wool and B. Kuegman Kuran Arioja Kikadanga Yellow Kalanum Chot. Arioja Kedang Loy Kachikadanga Chichadi. Okay? Ran rare ka boy kacham all this time ekadang loy kachi tagi. So now when with mading we week bag sora bag jok I support you. But then that arif elu badil kine nga wegi lenu itene jung ko ne badil I would support it. But I know no way to Louis talk. I know you guys way to Louis talk. Okay? Kuyari abardo anya you know where to Louis Malong. Majority of you guys where to Louis Malong. So if anything happened, lo sora dungana kelwel ka Louis chogadil. Kenga ben. Who will take over? In a swala thi we kaken. Taib, if the math is all proper, they will take over. Isn't it still? Ke SSPDF and a bubaido. Okay? SSPDF and a bubaido. While a buy dom, can be buy big dom, could be granted bay. So isn't it Kajaka Lagana which are located in Motiv? Kijaga loy taken in Oko. Little sometimes when you are so angry, you do things without not thinking. If Jesh take over, because I know a chabutong equal chab lewich, because Karaka jog when I take a lewich. So the way well so right you got deal, so right you Yani mida wule ka tinkale big loy, okay? Mida wule ka tinkale big loy, achiwa ka kwech. Even atanya waken, achaka will support. So mida wule ka tingu chogadil, they can do it. Achita in this plan where we again back jog, back sora back jog. So sora dungin and back bay. It's still a big hokuma blue hijacked in a way. It's still a big jesh shabi. A Junubi, Abulu hijacked in a week. Kualalu hijacked in a week isn't exactly what happened for Sudan, in a Braloy for Junuba Sudan. Ragmedino Sora Junuba Sudan, Sora Shamala Sudan can monazam. Lakina Sora Dunda could do loy Batariga Hamaju, Kuway getting Knakaluna Zamu, Knakaluna Zamuka, Junubin Kalikowe. So the Yoga Gal is Sora. In about bay. Inga bag bay. Kaya jakila gana. Yani itawa bitap da haja kachingit. A will kun a win capable. I was a kaji cake. Kujakilwe galwe shabab we imad fi clubhouse, fi TikTok, fi WhatsApp, in the ground, whatever johor and tawethin, we born imad, ko wig ba sora bagloy. I can't them a cool one. And Santo was a victim. Okay? Santo was a victim. What about them? You guys tried. Where is Santo today? That was revolution went wrong. Okay? That was revolution went wrong. I'm not assuming anything. I know what I'm talking about. And they know exactly what I'm talking about. And Nikki exactly what I'm talking about. Alright? So, that was revolution went wrong. And now, a week about Gabet, Mtani, Gaka Sora week about Yok. The Sora, a week about Jokin, Achi right. We're busy go private meetings. We're busy for Masr. Amakam is busy these days. Kalo meetings. Leil unihar. Karam ke shababa will. Okay. The same thing. Meetings in so many different WhatsApp groups to create Sora for South Sudan. Achi right ba Sora ba jok chuk. Lakini anadara arif inu Sora kan tibinya ay wachin baden. Kwala nya ay wachin baden ke nguba ga yoktin. Lenu Sora ke munazzam ay nya ay kachin. Gwede Sora Sudan gwede kini nyai kai wan ke jok Sora kin. Okay. Gwede kini nyai kai wan ke jok Sora kin. Kutien ke Sudan tet no akol. Panuntin jol juba ken, panuntin jol South Sudan. E mujja tatin. Halwel ke wa jok Sora wun ke munazzam ene ke itbede te ne kan. Taben gu wele we ki. Lele we kai tak dan, we tak dan ko we jam dan. Yating majuratu ka ko ga ya ga tete kan ko let ka lebo ya ma shakali. Lele we che munazzamin da le ban bai to no Quran ban bai to no Quran le ban bai to no kitet ke che tok. We ga jabe rom te ki we jabe te kan for Facebook. Okay. We che munazzamin. Awal haja we da nim disconnection ka siyasin kun, we da nim disconnection ke ga opposition kun, we da nim disconnection ke leaders kun, we da nim disconnection ke salatin kun. Kaga ka loy binna banu waj. And I don't know to know a routine. Okay? I don't know. Can I continue? To know a routine work for social media work banu waj. Kujan we kai lig we mat shabab ke mat. Kaga ka loy binna chin mala ka khala jamu jak join. Kaya we bala we gala low to fa'lan are planning inu ku plotting of overthrowing government bagloy ka loy ka batari ka sa ko ngeke ngana badil. Kati tinke man madinga ulo ele buben aye bolmel matin is a gone case. Okay, bolmel is a gone case. My only fear is that in a way revolution and tawak tin matin sawra elu ke jahazu matin sawra kene abulu haja tin we ko chin make belatin. Okay, actually le belatin. Okay, le belatin aliu. That's what you guys need to understand. A week bagloy batariga sa ka wamar ke jonkor. Tu wi wagaloy bagloy batariga sa ka wamar ke malongawan. Tu wi wagaloy bagloy batariga sa lu kro no zamu chiman chi wek makam kwan gena leader dun we kai mi shabab. Okay, ma wek matina we ka shabab kwa we ka lui to overthrow the government and you guys are willing ku basora bagjok. Okay, ku makam cha kwan yena banun shabab. There is no problem with that. Lakini lu kro no zamu ku tinke e ngabur maden. Tinke e ngabur maden. Elazim baru mat somebody. Ashan in case if something happened, kangi jino yen kadera amban ke badil. Lakin ajale ka loy num chuot, chin pure circuit. Ala baden people end up paying for it. What's the point? What's the point? Okay. The other thing we could backdate, there are so many opposition for South Sudan. Rande da win chin kubagwir, I will go and take over. Sawra dunken. Okay, kengu tagya kwantin fini hai ko nguchi junu kwantin. Achi quite opposition chika irorben in the interest South Sudan yepyo. That's what you guys need to know. Okay. Achi quite kichika ywe bin ina de ko kaya ywe chuka deal can be tagayira sah in beba ile jinovin. Ade kai ko gabalin. Kai ko gabarana kul kaben belu revenge ma ino ina yepyo tyang de dog. Achi ran ba kai be kodi. Kwade kai kok fa'lan la barana kul kam ba ba junu Sudan ba gwir ba forward kaya bu balag mi madinga wul sam le na che ke ban ke lui sawra ke lui plan lakin ba lak some of shabab mi madinga wul okay ke lui sawra ke lui plan au bala wegla sawra aye jog ke no alternative a jog pata shwayi kabachit ko antira lo fi Libya. Okay. To jogging and Ashwayi kachit kabachira lo fi Libya. Ko ga akadan fi Tunis ku ja ko antira lo ga ko ne Masar go changwen. Lakin kida Masar mu ci bay yendi. Jesh took over. Okay. Jesh al-Masri took over Sawra. Kongori ka lui saura control. So you do not change the regime at the end of the day. Masrin matina chi ngi wa chi ka saura loy because aka loy saura min ajlinu يتخلصوا من الرجيم لكن بالعكس. الجيش انجي بلو taken over. ومع ذلك مصر متينا okay is still under the same regime in manke. The only difference is حاجات معينين كاشي سيسي كاشي كواري. The same thing برضو بنشال Sudan وقداين. And so is the same thing for Libya وقداين. Okay. So this is not just a matter of no, so and so is making at them. No, do your research. Do your research and you will be very shocked of what these people are working on. All right? I'm not making it from my head. Do your own research, analyze the situation, hear them and analyze what they are saying. And you will see exactly what I'm saying. Read their articles. Okay? Use your head. Don't just come here and comment, say whatever in your head that you want to say. Okay? Just don't comment. Siyasa is to analyze. So don't comment because you are sectionalist. Don't comment because you want to support. Don't comment because you just, you want to be emotional. La. Siyasa is analyzing. Ko hukuma al-shabab kaya ilo overthrown. Kuyan, I don't mind ba hukuma ba lo overthrown. Lakin ubalag shabab mid madinga awul ka jiro lo nazamu ka wi big sawra loy sawra ka yingit badil. The same hukuma chuman kene biayen ben hijack the sora in bajok and kedi we bala we kaken and also using kana mabjuk akayen kart abduct biwa mid madinga will be we karai pyo ashan biwa biok we bala we mabjuk she put herself in that situation. Okay, yana changi je nguchi kayeliaj ayera acha jala je wo kan de chin jala blue house ke laliaj amab joga tiya go nyini ten kolwane yubene choge henda kulele ma salama chila bay pandie achu ran chu tinga chu kwen achina wul chu tinga chu nyu achinga chu tinga yena raden che chu be henda ke go monde kulele kana ma salama je jal. Okay, war ngon ja kine liaje mati mu jala liaje blue house. So amab jo case we mi madinga wul we lo saura actually by your use kind of dacht and biwa mid madinga will biwa galu harro kada sakhinu to join you guys. Okay, case mid madinga will kachika match everybody a match for their own case. Ranchol go will call one make yen go will achiban taken go chira explain achino alaga khalis bal mawdu a madjuk a match because actually hukuma achibanji lo insulted ko chiba lo release but at the rule ke cheka yegen ko akika belo follow ene ke bena dogot. So don't you guys try ba case amad joke by your use ke yene the kerta dacht biwek mi ko biwek right pill cham bi lo join. All right, ranchola kod motwang a match because no yene chilwela kabura ranchola tanya wek ka bagwaji kamranyin kayene kana ci atanya waka ci la gwaj falen da iman mading den match da mind wala ka ke gayi haja. Okay, so today ga yi ga ko ci ko mai te kan fonus aka mai ke ka da ni association ke ran chot bolmel era ci hukuma ke mai ci da bai ko ci da lo trusted. Okay, kwa ci ka jwa bai ci ka kwalo tok. So anybody that is associated ke bolmel yene ci do. Anybody that was engaged kega bolmel fi fraud ene ci do da mind wala ka kega madinga will. Now madinga will kulega guirat ko che madinga ban taban lakin te degen shabab madinga will yelweka will be so rajog can try not to use these people biayen ke biwek madinga will be work right pyo asha no be we join. Okay, yes there are. Okay, Abiel, there are. Chalai legin on. Don't rush and comment. Can you keep research? Abiel, you and I, we are living. We are in opposition. Actually, legin on. Don't comment. Minay letaatuf. Chalai legin on. Ekudu kang wicho kujojam. In bad tekene matina, you missed the recording I played earlier. You also do not listen and you do not read all the articles. Kuingo walu rush. But chalai legin on. take your time, do your research, listen, ask, get information. Just because you didn't get the information doesn't mean it's not happening. Now my law is صورة lawyer في مصر. أدق جروب معين شباب تبيورياك في جامعة القاهرة وجا جامعة اسمه شو جا جامعة عين الشمس أكيد قاعد كتير لو organize. Just because you know kind of ping whether أدق كده شباب تيرو لو organize كلو صورة that doesn't mean it's not happening. كتير كتلا لقينا بيال ين familiarize yourself كلو يرد. يانا جل مشكلة إنه بشباب مدينة ويلش بيورياك ويتغير بيجلوي. يعني برضو أنت المشكلة إنه بوامات رانجال مكان تبيوريا جمنية and we are in opposition جمني جاء من جوك هيكون one we are still opposition okay كلوي and gather and use the anger because كجوال anger إككني كنيلو use about opposition تشين group you get angry you use that anger to pass your agenda so I can right if Makam is using midmadinga will anger okay to pass the agenda that we had to overthrow the government. There is nothing wrong with that. My only question is, anyway, na loe kia. To loe kia and kia, kapa dunu bubadil betatin. Apa dunu bulu na zamusa, shanunu kube, sauraken bichulu hijack by the same system in Manku. Getting. I don't want to do bujokchu, kulo kusara loe kurut, kunaka irut, okay, and then finally, Ben Loy, okay, Ben Kailatin, Kuchenka, the same system, and Ben Sora and Ben Loy hijack by then because we fail to maintain it and because we fail not to be organized. This is my concern. My concern, Enukuba Sora, Chuk Jok Chuk, Kachamonozamin. My Sora, my concern, Ekuba Sora, Chuk Jok Chuk, Taraf Mayan. لبيا بديل وجا لك كم يدمدين أول ده كان يمطرف معين لبيا بديل جونكور حزب إن يشكروا مادين or لويك جيين or ملونغاوان or whoever it is okay okay somebody بلين بولميل is a gone case already actually بيلا دونغ يقولوا كي رئيس كتير because they have to have a بديل anger actually you use it but and you cannot let somebody else benefit from your anger that can benefit. Okay? Anger a benefit. Anger a your opposition you use to literally implement and to literally implement comment goals. Fayana chul mushkila tena kaja wuni yelwela chimra anchol makam wanted to use anger mit madinga will wat chika mat kuja wat chi su kenyob kuja wat chika nok fi blue house kai ko chika dui. There's no problem with that. But I want to know ngana badil. Because I don't want to end up dealing with the same system that is going to take over the regime. Okay, they're going to take over the Saura. I understand we're good. Like in good, that when we could be to be Hokuma law overthrown into the Madil can not make sense. Kuchin pure what your loy socket. Okay, chin pure what your loy socket. Whether Babeke, Madinga, will get and Chol Deng Masalan, or a Chol Ngadian, it's still going to be the same thing because it's part of the system. It's part of the system. Whether by language we pull nang masalan, Kera Madinga will get a week in Yenipol nang, Kuba Sora by Yaloi, and then Madinga Wilkin will go ahead and take it. Okay, it's still the same thing. It's still the same thing. Ask PLM Tonkin. Yanacha dead, you know, are you guys that stupid? Okay. So yeah, we will let Dwaka dang loy ko ben kajai. Your problem in we kadang loy ko ben kajai. Okay, are you what check dang loy ko ben jai? The same people we got ben taken. Ka kuna ka ted, kulu ke we ka loy gather, kutao ke in one clip ko we gai ke kaka kalwe. So don't start something and then na chicha loy figure it out. You come here, kuba kulele gal ka we ba jai. And we jai, you said this is what you want to do. Be strong enough and accept it. Okay? Accept it. If you guys want to throw the government, okay? Work Shabab, we balu throw, and we cut. Can we cut in a gun? Read your comments. See how tired you guys are trying to defend yourselves. Tingi you again. Eno yen kan jin ku ba loy ka ken. Engu ban ka jaye. You guys were the same people which ben de ko one. Kulwel ke gal we jelo hukuma ich. Aben we ka dot chumen ko bela ben bule no ka chen today. You guys are the same people. Makam hasa haliende almost 3 weeks. Ke elwe ko lewe midma dinga wul jalke. Jalke fi SPLM, jalke fi SSPDF, kudukuma ding. Enguken regrouping, strategizing, okay, weakening SSPDF. That's what it is. Ranjol a good 2 weeks. Die-hard government supporter. A good 2 weeks. Itin kelewa midmadinga will jalke fi hukuma kirmayadid. Let this regime fall. This regime must fall. Where midmadinga will jalketin ko oblarom. Regrouping, re-strategizing. That's what it is. Where midmadinga will palko hukuma kudugi jala pata jalke bangdu. What is that? What is that? Tol nguken. Dukwa will. Kaya na mushkila. What I'm trying to tell you guys, I'm not your enemy. I am not saying don't do it. I am saying do it لكن لويكي بطريقة منظمة. ما تكرر طرف معين. طرف a win that will take over rather than SSPDF, rather than حكومة regime تترمتين to take over the Sora. كنا على وجه يالويل ريال نو مجبك. كوتشين بيو وجبك. Don't start something chibelewich. Okay? Although Joe Chilwell could want to about so if although Joe went a taraf, okay, catch it right. I support you guys 100%. Although Joe within Hukuma in a ranchman be could want he go waraga pull it on about so if although Joe is supporting it, Kayan, I support you guys 100%. على الأقل يكون في طرف معين involved ما ساكت عشان إنه بعدين كبي ثورة بيشوف للوي حاجة قوتين لأنه رانجو بيوريا كل يوم كجوك كدعنا كي جوك كتك قوتين كبيات كأكان تك كبيات ني جنوب تاريخيا كأكان تك كده ليو أكين كنيه كأكان تك كده سليم تفي تاريخ كده كأكان تك ويك ليو ما في so أنا كده مي بالويل كأكن كوي بان وين تيوك توكي. You guys have my full support. تدقن طرف معين. تدقن طرف معين تكويك طرف أولي تقديل لبنك بن كوير باي. Okay, I support you guys 100%. لأنه رجيم كير ما يديد for 20 years I think it's a lie. So I think mother junub that we better a year by I support you 100%. Cho I'm thank you away and take away go. Could there and to a deal? Can you go with the system can war? I support you 100%. The only thing can below support eco below dine. Eco blue chin pure, eco blue rang a pure, and then start a Sora that will somebody else end up below hijacked. Why don't you be a back? I loot up kunaka rotten, and finally Hukuma Junub, the same regime will end up taking it over. But then don't forget, SSPDF is not a unified forces. SSPDF is unified forces. Malish, don't forget, SSPDF is not a unified forces. For Ashan Bugadang joke, Bella room catching baden, just because you're chin pure, in a gria lewekakene, a damu le tarf mayan, taraf win capable. Ayen and the Ali Uradi Chogadil. Qatar Kidney will be able to take over. Okay? Okay? So, now, Then we balwelia. And we like Bankir Mayadid. Bankir Mayadid and Jima Sadia. I can lang and do call one. Kuma said to keep a laggy. Yeah, I can really call one Bankir the best option. Or we better think I can back tempe Kuyan. The best option. I can Sora. The best option, I can tribal wars. The best option, Yakubajunubin Bakayat for election. Bankir Mayadid, if you want to save, I actually played it earlier, okay? Bankir Mayadid, if you really want to take this country forward, we better lose save. Kebupan can lose save. Kebupan can lose save. Yakubajunubin Bakayat election. Kir Mayadid in Johan Katir Queen Chipung. Shaba Jam Queen Chipung. Lakini yana balagi. Toka mangaja ni Chipung lakini yana balagi. Kabudo lakini Louis save. Eko bakaila for election. Kabujunubin Louis save that would prevent tribal wars. Eko ba RRC's agreement but we implement. Kuchenka non-secretaries keta here back what? That is the only thing that can save South Sudan. Real nom kirmayadi de chapat. And I think you heard there are some of me that will get jello limited Kazafi. You should hear that clearly. I keep your react. And I understand. I keep your react. You know what you get up, I keep your react. Kayane ayokunu to minimize Husarat. Then we go to a deal, Panchol Junuba ready for another catastrophe. Can I yogi to a deal, can a hull, Manabai to a gum? Go Bani ping coltok, Bani Junu Bana ping roll coltok. Can a hull Banchol kill my adid? Yokubara and Chor Riek Mashar. Bakes Riek Mashar Batimko. Implement whatever in Judung VRRCs. Kuchenka non-secretaries keta here start the line of negotiation. Kuchalka about, okay, and prepare for election. And don't tell me there is no election. Chinweu. And before election, loy healing and reconciliation. Anema muhtajin. Chinka dirwi junub. Just by keta air, by kalongtin. Kuloi healing and reconciliation. Chol sharp and Junubi, chol lui reconcile. Ache sharp and chekek. Lakin a sharp majurohin. Okay. Yin, we need you. Kubalu apologize le sharp. Walk sharp root. Okay, walk sharp root. Oki kek. Lakini yin, ini chaka jweloi to no kagrong. You need the healing and reconciliation, Baloi, for us to heal. And for you to forgive. And for us to forgive you, Kiko Sharp. And once that is done, then by the kid peacefully, we can go for election. Then we can go for election. Election is the only option. Le eni le binjal kudo by pandu peacefully kachina at godin ka yisave korar Juba Sudan. Election is the only option. Le bi pandu bichuka jil Juba Sudan kule kare dola dari for the rest of their lives. Okay. Kir Mayadid election is the best way to go. Okay. Achin Sora, Achin Tong, lebe mashakil junub legba kawar. We don't need to go to another civil war of 5 years. Civil War of 2013 is okay enough. Kuyina chatting and which belwe junubin. Okay, a chatting how affected South Sudan was. A chatting how many refugees. Okay, a chatting how many refugees kachibajal bila dual kogi. Kuwajibana refugees in every single country. Fa Bankir Mayadid nialagia. Nial getting you cannot compete with knowledge. Kachol health manran, you cannot compete with it. o go bena chule bule gine nane binto ko chira nire to kwes lakin ke chol health manaran chila binu compete ke yen. So if you really want kuba zamatin chidong ba kuduloy spend happily, the best thing in Baloy is to complete whatever was in RRCs. Second thing is to bring in all the non-signatories. And third of all, it could be healing and reconciliation to the people of South Sudan. For the people of South Sudan to forgive you and you apologize to the people of South Sudan. And number 4 is to prepare the country and we go for election. Because Doga South Sudan, Doga South Sudanese. Okay. So, it is the only thing the Bijin of Sudan, the Beya the year peacefully, without Husarat, Ranchol Kirmayadid. Without Husarat, without war, without Kajway, without Sora, without Kuluda. Peacefully. Kujale kuloba ipandu, and you will still be the son of the soil. That is the best way. Lakin a billion mitken by Kirmayadid. I can't hear anything manabai. What a mahat is the feet. A billion mitken, it a mahat is the feet. To jogging Junubin, Jokano, Chok, Timendagin, Chokamatin, it a mahat is the feet. Okay. To jogging peer, jogging a meadi. Tini Junubin, I shall know Bakalu Akabu, what Chikagiman is still, you're not going to benefit from it. To jogging Junub Highway bin peace section to know, good to know. And somebody else will continue. Okay. To jogging resources, Junub Sudan. Bakang yutin yin kutengdu kunyandu kutundu ku usra duna ben bakang yutin kaja to because South Sudan is blessed kaja to kongud kai buto wege ya buto kai bu pir wege abi junub kalog man. So let tahrim nafsak min dawla du kay pir ko it's something you can solve. Okay. You might think, yen kachina opposition will begin yai. Lakin zaman biji. Shabrada bupioria ko kaya yer yo. Kungudi nyen jimano kazafi. Lakin why do you want to end your ending? Bajabe chidikin after you gave your life. After you gave your life to this country. Why do you want your ending? Breakia. Ewarango. Why? Why be up and Chinto Rikide and Bigya Beto sharp chin, the same sharp in Chinto all these years for the independence of South Sudan? Why do you want to do that? Why do you want your ending? Bichirikan. Ewarango. Awi bataga pop. Ekatin piola ya pay. Okay. Lelu kichol bang. Achine ego. Bang Kirmayadid. Bang kuyegi ego. It is you yin bang. Inu Louis suffer. Lelu ego. Achira dagi yin noga yin yira. Wanda ego yin nog. So the jogging well matile yen shaba junubi kuchigaman. Ake lazim. Ke lazim. Banyuth ke. Kachin krai chino. I want now or bungwat, Martin Chimachongwat. I want now or be a lim Chimno lim Martin. I want now or be a chuar Chimno chuar Martin. I want now or between values Chimachoni values Martin. I want now or buto Fikula Macan Filanam Chimato Martin. I want now or between Alagad Madual cock because of you. Getting I want now or better fee so many deaths. Okay. Or better so many deaths. Like in the reality will still remain. There are so many countries that are making it. Nyali aboba elo yung manda cheat Ibrahim Traore. Okay. If Burkina Faso, to king alikalu bless with month goril ka junub but many years but sinin tawila junub aba man da chit Ibrahim Traore ba lo bay pan chit Juba Sudan. Okay, ba lo bay fayana la gile yan I don't want to see you kailu end up chimna gasafi. I don't want to see you kailu end up chibna kai kok while no hal ata yichin. Okay, hal ata yichin. Okay, Lord, election will prevent all these wars. But in Kirmayadi, you cannot deny what you need in Chia Masum. You cannot deny it. The chocolate and you cannot deny it. You cannot deny that you are called to court every day. You are being called to courts for outstandings in the hotels. You are being called in courts because of mismanagement of oil. Okay, it's open. Okay, so you are going through it all. Eaten in your own house, in your own backyard in South Sudan. You hear gunshot every day. Getting? You hear gunshot every day. Jabal Chokotan. And then meet you being wait to Jabal Chokotan that are willing to take over. Okay? It's a mahzoom. Just gamma what you need in a mahzoom. Okay? Fidakil Hukuma do. In a mahzoom did. I teach you it, Minjua. I can't take you don't yin to be honest with you. The kid don't yin a chicken bus, like in the kid don't yin bankir. In a mahzoom. The kid don't buy the Kubanu collapse. The kid don't. A Kubanu collapse. Hukuma do belong to the Kiluyin. Tizain filmia. Hukuma duben, actually. Actually, Dean Minjua. A bug enter air like you long to the talk yin. Okay. Ita mahzoom min kullu nahya. Kepenin but you wake Matin is because South Sudanese are not united. Kepenin but you wake Matin is because our opposition are not united. Kepenin but you wake Matin is because the oppositions are too, okay? Achinim one way bigger than Yaifin. Okay? Kepenin Matin Orkin is because the Kaki Bob you call a Kira Bob you call Gonyin. لكن صدقني إين المحزوم في كل حتة. أوكي. إين المحزوم في كل حتة. أوكي. So يان كنا الولا كده بنيجي أضرب حساباتك كويس. سياسيا كده أضرب حساباتك كويس. ولو ضربت حساباتك كويس هتلقى نفسك أنت محزوم. محزوم من كل ناحية. كده look at SPLM itself. Okay? Does it look like SPLM when in Chajok? It doesn't. Alright? The icons of SPLM